Hey guys, it's me again, RAD. This will be my third video. I just got off work. This was my work from home day. I was gonna say the weather was great. It was great during lunch. I actually went for a walk. The weather was nice. I wanted to film like a video during lunch, but I was on a call with recruiters. Yeah, you heard me. I'm actively looking for like other jobs in accounting to move to, because honestly, like, I'm really done with property accounting. I don't know like how people can like work in this industry for too long. I believe last video I went briefly over like what property accounting is, and I'm not sure if I mentioned why property accounting is not really great. But yeah, it's just this is my life update now. The reason why I'm leaving, like, first of all, is there's not really much. I don't see like much of a future in terms of work and money. Once again, the money isn't great. It's like, if it's accounting and then it involves some very if it doesn't involve like a financial planning or like a reporting, money will be pretty bad. It's because you are recording what's happened, and people are not really excited about that. I mean, the worst kind of accounting in that regard is development accounting, which I worked for like 2 or 3 years. No, more than 3 years. Which I will cover like next time, because I want people to learn about it and stay away from it if you're like a smart dude, because it's very different from what the descriptions say. But I will focus on property accounting for the time being. And the issue with property accounting is that you get shit on by everybody. I'm talking about accounts receivable, accounts payable, leasing department, and tenant admin. So when it comes to like AP, AR, and tenant admin, if something goes wrong, or if it involves some complicated stuff, they just forward emails to you, to the property accountants. Especially tenant admin, I don't even know what they're doing. Like, they are the people who are in charge of communicating with the tenants. So I'm sure they do their own like. Actually, I really don't know like what they do. I do know that when tenant asks some services to be done, like, they arrange it, but I'm pretty sure that's like pretty straightforward and easy. Like, the problem with them, the problem is whenever there's some issue with the billing, like a final billings or some like a monthly billing, they will ask tenant admin, and tenant admin just like forward that email to the property accounts. And you wonder, well, all the backups are there. It's not like we get that information out of like thin air. It's based on like actual work and calculation. But they just like, hey, I'm just forwarding you this email. Do the work and give to me so that I can give to the tenant. I'm like, what? Yeah. And then the thing, and it's too much, man. It is too much. And then accounts receivable, accounts payable, they mess up things a lot when it comes to depositing cash, or I guess that has something to do with their access to the accounting software, because I'm pretty sure they have like limited access. But they make a lot of mistakes. Like they don't, when it comes to accounts payable, they can't even process invoices on time. I see some like invoices processed, and I see the breakdown. They are paying like interest and penalty like every single month, like $100 a month. That's like 12 grand. That's like a grand a year. And yeah, I mean they deposit something into something wrong account, which happens very often. I don't even know how they mess up that often. They take the check, they put it in the wrong account, so that messes up the book. And who do they go back to? Accountants. Let's say they try to charge them something, but turns out it was wrong, and then it needs to be reversed. Who they go back to? Accountants. Property accountants. It's a glorified clerical work, and I did not sign up for this. I didn't get my degree and my designation to do this. And I look around, I see people, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I guess my ultimate goal is to get into like asset management. That's where the fun things happen, right? It's about acquiring, selling properties based on analysis. You do you calculate the revenue for the for the foreseeable future. You wonder if this is a good investment or not, and then you make the call. That's where people should be at. If someone's like not smart enough to get their designation, like here, like it's a glorified clerical work. 90% of the time, it's putting together documents, answering some weird questions from the tenants, which I really think tenant admin should be answering, but they don't. They just forward you the email. Yeah, and also whenever there are some changes to the company, like once again, that all come down to accountants for some reason. Because if you think about it, like let's say asset management or financial planning team, they say, oh, look at how the economy is like. We need to change the interest rate, and we need to change the budget. Yeah, I want the budget to be changed this much, and then they send it to the accountants to actually put that into the system. And yeah, I mean, as an accountant, like you don't get to have like detailed explanation, right? Like everything was discussed by the financial planning team. I'm pretty sure they went through they had the meetings, they presented to the like board and got it approved, and we just see the final result, and we are like a clerk just putting in that number into the system. Yeah, I did not study that hard to work in this thing. And yeah, I mean, that's why I reached out to the recruiters. And they were asking, oh, are you interested in senior property accountant role? I'm like, no. I need to have something else. I need to have FP&A. I need to be financial analyst. I'm done with downloading like 40 PDF invoices about garbage cost, opening it one by one, and then writing down the details in an Excel to send it to the tenant. Screw that. I mean, if you think about it, if the AP people did their work and put the detailed information in the system, I didn't have to download the invoice and then open it and read it and manually type in the Excel. And even sending out the invoices part, I don't get why I'm the one sending the invoices to the tenants when there is tenant admin right there. Like, their job is to communicate with the tenants. Yeah, and another problem with the property accounting is your work only gets more. No one takes the work away from you. Like upper management, they don't care. They would say, yeah, I mean, it, like, or if it wasn't done by accountants before, but they slowly give it away to the accountants because I guess we get the work done somehow. And that's where I think that's why I kind of gave up on it today, because they were I was doing a lot of work, but not intellectually challenging. It just like brain dead work. If it's something like intellectually like challenging, I actually focus more, better, and I find it fun. I realize, I'm like, oh my god, I thought I only worked on this for half an hour, but it's already 3 hours. I wouldn't mind that, like figuring things out. But man, like downloading invoices, responding to emails, I'm done with that. No amount of work, no amount of money will make me stay here. So yeah, I reached out to the recruiters. They said, oh, do you want to advance in property accounting? I said no. Give me some analyst role. And then they said, yeah, it's very hard to do it, jumping from property accounting to like FP&A or analyst role like right away. I said, I don't know, I don't know, if that's the case, give me something that is a stepping stone. So they asked me, oh, then do you don't mind doing corporate accounting? I said, oh, if that's what it takes, then I will do it. Yeah. No more property accounting, man. No more property accounting. Yeah, thank you for listening to my story today. It really helps. I will give you an update on my journey to land on a good job, I guess. I actually was offered like an opportunity, not an opportunity. One of the recruiters gave me this thing, asked me like if I'm interested. It's for a smaller company, but of course it's a higher title. So maybe I'm thinking of giving that a try. So I have to look at my resume and send it to the recruiter, and hopefully it goes well. Thank you guys. Bye.